Hey, what's up everyone? Aubrey Trades here with another pre-market watch list. We're going to jump right into it. Top watches for the day are going to be IRNT as a higher priced dip and rip opportunity, spiking Friday from about the 16s to 40, now hanging around at 28. So if this thing dips down to 25, I'm interested in a dip to retest the highs. Higher price though, so unless I get that 25, I'm probably going to ignore. AEHR made new 52s in pre-market, another dip and rip opportunity with overhead resistance at 1017. So gonna keep an eye on that in case it wants to fade and retest. RNXT, another dip and rip idea, spiking from the 8s to about 13, now curling up out of this little flag formation on higher volume, so that is good to see. And then KPLT is another idea based off of the affirm play. If you don't get approved for affirm, you get put into KPLT or whatever. So they've been enjoying a nice little run. They went from the 5s to the 770s on Friday and are continuing to uptrend steadily within this range. This Fibonacci fans right here. So we could see a retest if this wants to get going. And then, breakouts over 775, breakouts over 8. Those are my top listed ideas. We're going to move on to OTC land. We're going to look at LUSI, MTRT, CYAP, AAPT. And these are a lot of these are holdovers from last week. They're still worth watching. We'll look at LUSI. So still up a lot off of the highs. Had this one red day here, declining volume, but could make a good panic, right? Got to panic down to the 17-cent zone. You got to panic down to the 26-cent zone, possibly. So keep an eye out for that. Would really be interested to scoop some up on that kind of a bounce. Let's look at MTRT too. Still hanging around, made new highs on Friday before kind of fading and closing under VWAP. See if there is a morning panic sell-off. Look at the $2.70 range to the $2.04 range for that bounce. If it doesn't, just gap up and run again. We will see there's plenty of room. Look at this, bottom of this range is at 11 cents. So plenty of room for a bounce all the way down if this truly is the back side of the move. Look at CYAP. CYAP trying to do some stuff. I don't love that it pushed up against overhead resistance and faded and closed beneath VWAP on Friday, so gonna keep an eye out for that. I'm only really interested at this point in this range if it wants to continue higher, because right now we still kind of have this downtrend, right? Pretty clear and still intact, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and put something there. I'm gonna go ahead and put something kind of here-ish, just to kind of give us some ideas, right, of potential range and things that can happen. I'll look at AAPT as well. I like this, highs of 014, kind of at 0114 currently, and it looks like we're gonna gap up. We went just prints at 1313, so that's pretty cool. Let's zoom out into the weekly. This might be all times. Yeah, I mean, if you don't count all of this, right, back here, this is crazy. But, if we break out, I mean, then it's 3, then looks like 4 and 7. So keep an eye on it. This could be really, really interesting. I like this a lot. Probably I'm probably focusing on AAPT, MTRT the most. Shouts to Lucy as well. And then LCLP is a bounce idea. You can see here, had this red day and it kind of closed well, right? It spiked into the close. It's probably going to gap up. It's a bounce idea, our first green day continuation bounce idea. We're looking at weekly candles. Let's change that. Here we go. Got that spike, that fade, this bounce off the support, likely gap up. We'll see what it does though. Not a top play, but I'm still watching. A TGGI and CLNV are newer plays. TGGI, I don't know if this has news necessarily, but it's on the run. Highs at ascent. It's kind of here at the dub 74 zone. VWAP, classic VWAP hold, high a day break. I wanted to take this, I just didn't have any capital. So, you know, I'm looking for profit taking off of the gap up. Maybe look at, I don't know, 6.5s to hold if it wants to continue. I just always want to see more panic than I actually get these days. And then CLNV. CLNV. Kind of doing its thing, but still kind of on an overall downtrend. But this has news. It's a NASDAQ uplisting play. There's promoters in it. So, you know, even though the chart's not the greatest, I know there's gas, right, being thrown on this fire. Maybe this wants to break out, keep running. This had a nice bounce on Friday, Friday. So we'll see if it wants to have any continuation. We're looking at the 4.3s, and we can get all the way up to the 6.7s maybe the 5.1s. So worth keeping an eye on that. And then I'll close it out with a couple swing ideas. Affirm with the Amazon deal. I like this, especially if it stays in the low 90s. I should probably wait after earnings. I got earnings on the 9th. Asana, recent IPO, breaking out to new highs. I think if this crosses 100, like it's going to run for a few points after that. And then NVIDIA, you know, the chip shortage idea, still breaking new highs. BTU for the rising oil prices. No, those are my swing ideas. Anyway, I'm out. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Consider subscribing and let me know in the comments below what other type of content you want to see from this channel. Or if you had a good score, you know, tell me about it. We can celebrate together. Anyway, I'll be back later for the morning trade recap. I'm Aubrey. Thanks again for watching. See you in the next video.